vaccinating. It's dangerous for human beings to vaccinate the birds. The question is, should you cull those flocks? Most of our scientists are against the culling operation. They think that we should be testing therapeutics on those flocks. They should isolate them. You should let the disease go through them and identify the birds that survive, which are the birds that probably have a genetic inclination for immunity. And those should be the birds that we breed like the wild population.
Right.
Right now, the White House strategy is to repopulate those farms that have.
Hi everybody, it's Dr. K. I want to talk about this video in particular. Two different items I'd like to address. The first is the comment that vaccination will actually increase human risk for this virus. Now, in 2013, China started to deal with an outbreak of H7 influenza in their birds. And during that time between 2013 and 2017, there were multiple waves of human infections associated with that H7 influenza, to the tune that approximately 1,500 people got infected with the virus with a 40% mortality rate. So China decided in 2017 enough was enough, and they began vaccinating for that H7 influenza. Now the cases went down from multiple hundreds of human cases prior to vaccination each wave to maybe 3 or 4 cases post-vaccination. So a very clear example of how vaccinating and controlling the virus in animal populations can mitigate risk to humans, not increase risk to humans. The other point I want to address here is this whole let it burn through the flocks and breed those animals that survive it. So this is an image of the virus that has burnt through a flock of turkeys. And what you can appreciate is they're all basically dead. And so that is not a sustainable nor a safe way to handle this virus. It increases the viral loads, it increases the risk to other neighboring farms, to humans. It is a totally inappropriate way to manage through this virus in poultry. While I appreciate the Secretary is publicly accepting the Darwinian theory of evolution, if we look at the generation time of the flu virus, it is one bird or one animal or one human. Now in poultry, it takes years to get from the pedigree flocks all the way down to the commercial birds. So even if you could identify a genetic trait or gene of some sort that made them resistant to this virus, by the time we got to that point would be 3 to 5 years later, and that virus had probably already mutated around it. So really, let's follow the science. All right, guys? Thanks.